part two. And, I mean, Grand Bay have been going through a lot of little problems there. We lost Diane Borkey in 2008 in October, huge loss.
Yeah.
Now, Gary Mittelholtz enjoyed to be a journalist for CBC.
Yes.
But he continued, after Diane died, he continued with the River Valley News. He bought the paper.
I kind of chuckle when I hear CBC say he retired in 2008, because he didn't retire, he just changed jobs. He certainly retired from CBC, but he took on the paper first with Diane Borkey when she wasn't well, and took over the paper after she passed, and did a great job on it. I mean, you know, really raised the level. He had it on the internet, so you could hear interviews on the internet as well as read the monthly River Valley News. He had podcasts, did some journalism, which was really never a part of the River Valley News before, but really started to do some journalism and reporting.
You're trying to say Diane wasn't a journalist?
No, I'm not saying that. I'm just saying that he took it in a different route. And
how did he do it? That's what I want to talk about there. How?
Well, I mean, the guy is innovative and always out in front on the leading edge. You know, with iPodcasts. I mean, you know, he started iPodcasts on the River Valley newspaper. You know, then a bi-weekly, now a monthly newsletter. He's got iPodcasts on there. He talked to me about wanting to video, audio, tourism, like you want to do all the covered bridges in New Brunswick and set it up.
Really?
You know, I mean, the guy was just very, very innovative. Always worried first about his community and then his province, and just going to be a huge loss.
Did the River Valley News was still going on in papers? Did it was still delivered to a household every 2 weeks?
I think it went to a monthly paper and never got to the household. I think they were dropped off at different locations. Like, for example, in Grand Bay Westfield, you could go to Schulten's and pick it up at Schulten's or the Irving.
He emailed me about a month and a half ago, and I talked to him over the phone, and he told me he wanted, like with the way I send my updates, he wanted to know how he could do it, that if it's worded and all that. But was he in his paper? Like, we know Diane Borkey, God bless her soul, she would give you hell about this NB Power thing. I know I don't want to talk about it, but she would give you.
Okay talking about it.
She would really say, she would put her opinion in it.
Yes, she would. But my guess is Diane Borkey would have liked this deal. But
oh my God, lightning!
No,
there's no. Thank God, it's a blue sky.
I don't know about that. Diane Borkey always had an open mind. Her and I were on different sides of the fence politically, but Diane Borkey always wanted to do what was right. And I believe Diane Borkey would have liked this deal.
Really?
Yeah.
Thank God it's not cloudy. But was Gary political in his River Valley News?
No. Well, Gary Mittelholtz was a reporter. That was his career. That was his profession as a reporter. What I found, like, the difference with Gary Mittelholtz is, I first knew him as a friend and not through business. Later on, when I became the general manager of St. John Harbour Bridge, and then after that, Fundy Green Solid Waste, I got to know Gary as a reporter, and he would interview me on different issues. What I always found with Gary Mittelholtz was he was always fair and balanced. He wasn't out to make a story. He was out to report the story. And that's a difference between him and a lot of other reporters. A lot of other reporters want to make their story. Gary Mittelholtz was very, very fair. He'd give it to me when I had it coming to me. It's not like he'd go easy on me. If I was wrong, he'd say I was wrong. But he was always balanced, too, and always got the other side of the story.
What's going to happen in the River Valley News now?
I don't know the answer to that. I hope there's somebody that would be half as innovative as Gary Mittelholtz that would jump in and take that over, but I honestly don't know.
It's a sad day.
It's a very sad day. It's you know, it's not only losing a friend, it's losing a member of our community that had a huge impact in our community.
Thanks a lot, Jack.
My pleasure, Jack. Thank you very much.